Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a short fancy tutorial for this step that Nakai sent me. So this spin step on the honor beats is really fast. It's all even, so your feet will be completely even, but there's like an illusion of it being slow and then fast. So I'm going to break it down into a few steps and then add it all together so you know what to do. So I think really the trick for this step is the spotting that she does. And so we'll go over the spotting first. I'm pretty sure we all know how to spot, but just in case you don't, I'll just do a quick spotting tutorial. So spotting is when you're turning, when you do a turn, and you use your head to lead you to where you're going to go, so you stay in a straight line. So basically, this kind of spotting, she's turning to the left, so you just turn your body but keep your head towards one spot, and at the last second, you whip your head around and then bring your body to follow. So for the first part of the turn, the body leads, then you whip your head around, then your head leads and your body follows. So if you just practice whip and turn, and turn, and turn, and turn, and turn, turn. So if you haven't really spotted before, you can just practice that, like literally just going in a circle. Yeah. So keep that in mind doing these turns because they're super fast, and the only way you're going to be able to stay in a single spot on the floor is through really good spotting. So that's step number one, is spotting. Step number two is the feet. So her feet are, she's super high on her toes, and it's all like right on the honor beat. So she's not changing the speed of her feet at all. So it's always down, 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 down. So there's five downs. She has 6 honor beats, but does 4.5 turns, but 5, like she goes down on her feet 5 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just for the sake of like continuity, so we're all doing it the same, I'm gonna teach it as if she does 5 spins, but on her 5th spin, she ends to the back. So she doesn't finish the 5th one. I'm just gonna teach it as 5, and since it's so fast, if you can't get the 5th one, that's fine because she doesn't even do the 5th one. And then later on, if we do this step in a dance, we can figure that out all together. And so for her feet, basically almost every beat, she's facing the back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she gets a little fancy with her toes. Like she does, I think is on the 3rd one, she does like a, like she just goes, boop, and it's really cute. So the first 2, her feet are just together. And on the 3rd, she goes, I think on the 4th, she does 2. So you don't have to do your feet like hers at first. So if you want, later on, when you get really good at it and get fancy, you can do the little boop. So just practice that first, just doing the feet. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 6, but you can just practice going around. So if I'm doing it without the shawl, without worrying about my upper body at all, it's just like this. She does a prep with her left, and then goes in with her right. So it goes in, and we go 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh! I did not stay in the same spot. Obviously, I'm not as good as her, so take this with a grain of salt. So it's the spotting, the feet. Now we'll get into the arms and the upper body. So her shawl is what's making it look like she's going slow and then fast, when really she's just doing normal turns. So what she does is when she goes on the first beat 1, her head and her arms are still mostly facing the front. So it's 1, and at the last second before 2, she whips everything around again. So she keeps her arms open, and then she whips them together, and then they're open again for 2. So even though her feet are constantly this, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make sure your arms aren't stick straight, because it's just not pretty, and you'll have your shawl over your shoulders too, so it will look smoother. So have your arms slightly relaxed, a nice curve, and then you keep them open for 1, and then she kind of whips her arms around, and then 2, she's open again, whip, 3, 4, 5. Then on 5, she does a nice little whoosh, and she goes whoosh. So, yeah, we're still doing this without the shawl, and I'll add the shawl next. So we're here, dancing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And obviously, I drifted a lot. I just learned this step this week, so I'm not perfect at it. That's okay, because we'll get it together. Yeah, just gonna do it again. So, we're dancing. Clap and go. 2, 3, 4, 5. That one is better for me. That one was better for me. Okay, I'm gonna grab my shawl real quick. Okay, now I have my shawl. Don't come for me for my shawl. I have little hand pockets because it's sewed, we fold it over and it's sewed on the side, so I don't have to do it like a normal shawl, like this, because they already did that for me. So I'm cheating with my shawl a little bit, but that's not the point. Okay, so with the shawl, like I said, it's kind of curved arms, and put your arms a little higher than you think you would, because as you turn, as you're turning that fast, your arms might come down. So keep in mind to keep them a little higher than you might think you would. So we're dancing, and then so you're open, flick. It's pretty natural. Honestly, don't think too hard about it. Just think your feet go first, and then your arms, feet, arms, feet, arms. Honestly, just think of it like that for now. But then as you practice, watch her and watch how she goes. She flicks. I don't even know how she does it, but she's professional, so yeah. Okay, I'll just do it again for you then. Yeah. And then for practicing with music, I practice with our fancy song, The Ripper, and then I practice on the second set of honor beats in the middle of the song. So, something else. Oh yeah. So like I said before, she does technically 5 turns, but it's really only 4.5 because she ends facing the back. So she does 1, 2, 3, 4, and her 5th, she just stays back here. She doesn't come back to the front, and then she keeps dancing back here. So you can practice like that, or you can practice doing 4, 5, and then comes to the front. Yeah, that's my not awesome but okay tutorial. So hopefully we can all get this down.